Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to a Scum multiplayer episode. I decided we'd do something different this weekend. As you can see, this is my single player character, complete with green corn rolls and fresh from his exploits at the plane. So he's we're still on single player mode, but as we're in the lobby at the moment, I thought I'd show you which server we're on and which one we're going to now, and change over in character, just so you know there's no dodgy business, and know that haven't been there for, well, actually you'll find out how long I haven't been there when you have a look at my plans. So and I put them in this week, but of course with a multiplayer server the plans keep growing, don't they, when you're not in there? So, you know, for plants on multiplayer server, boy, you have to be a regular. Oh, you really do. Otherwise, you're going to lose your plants real quick. Because you'll plant them on, say, like a Tuesday, and then you'll come back, say, Friday, and they're dead. Because like 3 days real time is like maybe 12 days in game, alright, or something, and probably watering plants for 12 days doesn't work. Or it's not good anyway, that's right. So hence to say that's the reason why I've got 3 trees that are dead when I go to Nudge's server, my friends. But we're going to check it out, the ping. And yes, they're local Asian servers. As you can see, a lot of them are Singapore and you know, all sorts of other nondescript Chinese writing style one. But we want to go to a good old Australian server, and it's called Twisted Fate. Twisted and Fate. Yes, continue with my character, and we're in. So if anybody wants to join us, feel free. The server name I will put in the description, but it is Twisted Fate, fairly easy to remember. Just type in TWI and it'll come straight up. It's a 12 notch server, a 12 player server, and has I think ×1 loot, ×2 zombies, and is overall a fairly good medium to tough level to survive. There's plenty of servers that are far easier, and I know the man. Yes, well, we got to wait for the clothes to spawn in on me, and this will be a naked ass. So anyway, what I'll do is we'll go over to the military camp and check out the loot. But what I was going to do is I was going to put some music on, because let's face it, I had to start fresh, and I normally start with a music intro, and I just hate to go against the grain. So I'm going to put a decent track on, and we'll get back to having a bit of a chin wag after I get in the car. As you can see, I built the base in the same sort of profile, but I've just put the one door in here because being PvP all over the map. And look what I've done. I've encased it with a roller door. Beautiful, isn't it? Anyway, let's go check this camp out and put a bit of music on.
They'll be calling me royalty. Best to get risk it all again, but I don't wanna be on my own. It always goes much better in my head, but the feelings end up wasted. So I'm sorry for breaking down when you said you got me. I'm used to being let down, but I'm hoping if I'm falling too fast, then you'll catch me. You'll catch me. So I'm sorry that you might have to see I'm not flawless. I promise that I'm facing my problems. If I'm falling too fast, will you catch me? Will you catch me before I crash? I'm so afraid that you'll run out of patience. Trust me, I know how it feels to be hopelessly waiting. Sometimes I don't know if I can even change, but I'm still trying. So I'm sorry that you might have to see I'm not flawless. I promise that I'm facing my problems. If I'm falling too fast, will you catch me? Will you catch me before I crash?
internet. Here's one. Here's hello. Gotcha. Oh, this table leg stops her from moving forward. Gave her a little whack. That's all right. That's 9%. I got hit 9%. So, yeah, the damage is fairly normal. I think it's sort of like exactly what happened. That's the same damage after after that update last month in the 25th or 26th of June. There's sort of everything got easier because I think everybody was complaining about the horde system, right? So that's what's happened, I'm sure, is when everybody complained about the horde system, oh, they're coming from everywhere, blah, blah. Yeah, well, that's what a horde is, right? I mean, if you're stupid enough to cause one, fire guns, because listen, when you call a horde, you are making excess noise, too much noise, that you can see in your bottom right hand corner of the screen generally. And if you're making that much noise, you deserve to go, right? You know, has anybody seen the movie A Quiet Place? For God's sake, you know, hello. That's what it's sort of supposed to be like. I mean, and I know that's sort of boring, right? But the thing is, if there's like, say, 50 zombies in earshot of a gun, and they want to eat your brains, don't you think that if they hear a gunfire, they're going to come? I mean, obviously. So, of course, the horde is going to be unmanageable if you're making excess noise to call a horde to begin with. And I could understand if, like, you're doing nothing and you call a horde, okay, complain. But most people are firing guns when the horde comes. So you can't really sort of... But then they go, well, what, you're going to give up guns? Well, no, but you need a DMR with like 9 magazines, like I've got right now, and that's when you can start to fire a gun. Until then, don't do it. Other than a suppressed hand pistol, sure, but you know, oh, hello, Christ, I didn't see it. That's the one thing, right? Yeah, take it, baldy. Anyway, yeah, well, that's good. There's some that running around, but not excessive. Just sort of like my one before, well, at the drop, the jump. You know, that sort of time. That and I think that's good enough. Maybe should hit a little bit harder for us, for me, but not while I'm doing my first video, and not while this is just a normal PvE server as well, because let's face it, you don't want the zombies to steal the show, you know. I mean, this is if you're going PvP or playing with in a server that has PvP, you don't want the zombies to outclass, or, like, you know, you're not running from the player. The thing, you should always be running from the player, you know, and you learn nothing from Walking Dead, right? There's more the real people like Negan and people like that are more harmful than actual the zombies. The zombies still eat your brains, of course, but you know what you get with them. But that's the reason why, you know, when on a PvP server, you've got to sort of I shouldn't really be wearing this cap, to be honest. I should be putting back my helmet, but I'm feeling a little bit reckless today, and sort of in that black and red mode, as you can see, spurred on by the plane yesterday. So I'm sort of trying to. I'll paint this car when I get 5 seconds, red and black. But I do find pink paint later. It's candy floss or something. It's not candy floss, but I found it as I looked at it. That's a rabbit. I just saw a rabbit there. Wow, Mr. Rabbit. Oh, look, in the sky. There you go. So 10 minutes has gone by exactly, obviously, now the drop's come down. Yeah, you can see, that's a good look, because let's use a bit of a zoom. Yeah, see, look, you can see the smoke coming in. I'm trying to zoom, but I'm good at it. I suck at awareness. That's okay. I think this guy does suck a little bit at stuff compared with the Lucifer character, because you know, he's played a lot of hours. This one has played so many hours, and maybe he has actually. I can't really remember. It's been a while, you know, but I think it's not bad, you know. It's from where I am remotely, it's fast enough when I can join. But generally, what I'll do is I'll make sure that the internet's off before, and then I'll turn it back on. Just give it a good crank, because as you can see, some of the walls still haven't spawned in there, and I've noticed that even Feudal's game the other day, he was complaining about something not spawning in quick enough in the town area. So I've noticed that something's a bit laggy since they've changed things. Like for instance, I could feel the real lag spike when we started walking to C3 town, and that's actually pretty common, but not to that extent. Whereas here has actually been pretty cool. Actually, it's it's almost like playing on. There's no real difference to playing on my server, really. I can't really feel any difference. And obviously, this is an internet remote server. So I screw up almost here. Look at this. Brake. Oh boy, what a tool, hey. Almost lost my car. And it's not the car, because I can obviously redo that one, judging by our agreement, but it's all the stuff inside that you use. You know, I've actually got a fair amount of loot in the car from before, because when I went and built the base, which was obviously at the start of the week, there was a couple of drops that I got as well. I thought, well, just grab everything I can. Look, wow. There's no way across here, so I've got to go round. There's no other alternative but to go round. But and I would have seen this, but it's a drop. We're going to the drop, so and I wanted to show you that I almost went into the lake and lost the car altogether, because that would have been an absolute stupid move. But as you can see, they're the things that ruin your day in Scum. Those unforeseen things, not like you're thinking about, oh, let's go to the castle, let's do this, let's do that, and then you end up in the river. So yeah, that's the beauty of the Scum adventure. Is like the things that you're wary of and you pay close attention to try and avoid don't get you. It's those stupid things, like hitting a rock too hard and flying into the air and stuff like that, or almost damaging your car. But you'll see what I mean by that facetious rant later. But, wow, I thought that was a zombie then, but it wasn't, right? That was just some sort of thing in the air. That stuff being there. But yeah, listen, you know, same old principle. Don't have to be a hero. Don't have to get out and show you my archery skills. Or that's killed over 10,000 zombies with a bow anyway. I don't need to do that anymore. All I need is the kills on my belt now, and far easier to do that with the car. You know what I mean? I mean, the car is a beautiful weapon, and that's why you find it early and do. And it is like your silver to the Lone Ranger. Anyway, see, I just got to go northeast, right? It's right there. Yes. So close enough. Just probably could see it if there wasn't the forest full of trees. So, okay, I just wanted to drive slowly because there's no way I want to drive into a little ravine or river. Oh, here we go. Here's the green. Let's get the gun ready. It's good to get to shoot with the gun as well, just to, because otherwise you sort of ended up, it's sort of like it's a Laurel and Hardy show, you know, you sort of just like running around like a Benny Hill show, running around a tree or something, driving around a tree. I just want to crunch their heads as quick as possible. Hit her dead. She's a pain. Right, better build up. 6 there, 5, 6. basically what circumferences the you know you when you're walking anyway. This is the same as high level zombie spawn in the open if you hang around too long. Same sort of thing, right? You'd get up to maybe 8, but the ring would be larger, obviously. The ring would probably be the outer ring of the circumference of this area, like where the tree line is actually, all round. So you could kill just a couple and move through it anyway, you know, and providing you did it silently, it's not a drama. You only got to kill a couple of zombies. The only time when you got to deal with any more than really 2. Yeah. I had all that stuff in there from before. So yeah, need to empty out. No point. I'm not going to be I've got to empty out either now or later. That's a great find that was, by the way. There's a that's the reason why I know his loot table's just a little bit higher than mine, because I found a site in the military camp, which you know, if you can find a site in the military camp, you're laughing. You'll be able to even find the odd gun in there. So yeah, the loot table's probably 1, I'd say, as a guess. I'm not sure. I'll have to talk to him later and find out, but that's my guess just looking at this. And that's a great start, because I need those advanced locks, because I did have a lot. I had like half a chest load, and you find over time. And I've got enough bobby pins though, obviously, because I've been to the trader. But screwdrivers were down. But I think I find another yellow screwdriver in this drop or the next one. You actually see me do 2 drops here because they tend to follow me around, right? And that's a godsend, because I tell you what, I thought I had some, but I haven't been to the quarry yet, so I haven't got any toolboxes for the car yet. That's on my list of things to do should me and Nudge continue on playing, and that is a bonus, because I was thinking of going to the castle, but do I really need to now? I mean, I've got like 36 arrows, a military quiver now, and broadhead carbons, you know, so some of the best arrows in the game, really. So it's like I was thinking, while I was here at the drop, I'll go and do the castle. I might still do that just so that I can get a normal longbow style bow, you know, because I still do like that. I still do like a normal bow. And I had plenty. That's one of the last things me and Nudge did together, actually. We went and looted the castle, and God, I ended up with about 7 bows, and I ended up with like 2 or 3 swords, but bows, I got a lot of them. You know, I got a lot of the longbow style ones. They were good. So I was thinking of doing that again, so that because I know he likes to go stealthy if we ever do any missions together. He did call just before, but I've already been here today, so I can't allot much more time to playing games when I've got so much video editing to do afterwards too. Like this particular thing, I've got probably about another hour of narration here, because I don't like to do it while I'm playing. I did at the start, and you don't focus as much on the narration when you're obviously playing, right? Because you're shocked. You're sort of going through the decision making, whereas now I've already done the decision making. There's no problems. I can give you full commentary, full, focused commentary on what he's doing, as against just a blabber. That would be debatable maybe, but you know what I'm saying. It's obviously it's a lot more. I know exactly what's coming, and I know not that well actually, because I've only played it an hour or 2 before. But there's the screwdriver. There is the screwdriver, and at that point I'm thinking, this is a great drop. There's like, other than the car parts, but you know, that's still 20 bullets, right? You know, I can still destroy the thing. I'm gonna take a couple of these guys because you know me and bone needles, and I do need to make some more sewing kits because I haven't got that many, as many as I'd like anyway. And his loot is a little bit more, right? So I'm going to find more things to repair. So I really got to keep up on that. That's why I'm thinking I'll just steal a couple of these zombies. There's still 8 minutes. Yeah, can do one more. Can do one more comfortably. Just chop her up. I'd rather it be her anyway. For that reason alone, because of course, well, not for that reason alone, but I mean, it's obviously a lot better to try and cut up a woman than cut up like a 200-pound man or whatever it is. Maybe 300, I think, the ones that I run over. They obviously didn't look like they were. They went to the gym before they died. Especially that fat lady one. She still scares the stuff out of me. So anyway, well, let's get out of here. Let's get the hell out of here. But you know, I'm so close to the castle. I should just, I don't know, I should go or stay, really. But, you know what happens, I do end up going. I can't keep and yes, there you go. See, sometime later at the castle, he decides to go. I'm thinking I'm so close anyway, and it really wasn't a big cutscene, but you know, it was only 5 minutes, I think, of just driving, or you know, trying to get back onto the road and coming around and putting some of the loot away. As you can see, right, most of the emptied out a bit. So time for some more. But what I'm really looking for is that exactly, right? I'm looking for them mainly. And arrows, and it would be nice to grab a any bow, you know, anything from a 50 pound to a 100 pound. He's not as strong, I don't think, as my other player, but and I will look at that later because I'm interested to know. I think this character's around like a 3-3-2-2 sort of thing. I'm not really sure, but he's probably got a bit more strength and maybe a bit more dexterity now, because they're the two of the easier stats to work on. Maybe even constitution, who knows? But that does depend upon your food intake and power, etc., so forth. I'm just looking for these little chests around here, and there you go. There's another one. That's a normal. That's one that you can craft. Oh, that! Wow, that's good. That's a bonus. Wow, some broadheads, even though they're metal, I think. They're the metal ones, blue one, right? No, other way. Yeah. Hard to know because I usually walk in from the outside in, and I walk from the inside out. But yeah, listen, I'm not going to loot for too long. Wow, and more. See, that's what I'm saying. This place is great for arrows. It really is. And I've got another sporran as well, so you know, that's great. I'm just going to leave that because I tell you, at the end of the day, you can't be just holding crap when you've got good stuff coming. You know, try to just flick the bad stuff, and you know, like in times 2-3 loot, you can afford to do that. You can cherry pick, but why is it everything so goddamn full in here? Like, I don't know whether it's an apocalypse or whether it's a game show or whatever the hell it is, right? But whatever it is, yeah, I don't need a maid sword. I can make that any time. I'm here for these swords, and that's now I've got my original plus 4 more. So that's great. That is really, really good. My melee weapon's taken care of fully now. Ah, here we go. There you go. See, that's what we want there. Right? Wow, that's it. What is it? What is it exactly? Is it I don't even know what poundage it is. £70. Okay, well that's great. That's great. I didn't even know what poundage it was. But, I presumed it was around 70. You know, I didn't think it was the top of the line one, the 100. But I didn't think it was. I didn't think it was that big. I didn't think it was 70. I thought it was more like a 50. But that's good. I'm happy. Don't get me wrong. That's a 70 is probably where I want to be. In fact, to be honest, I should actually check my compound bow and see what the draw weight is of that. Because if it's between 70 and 80, this bow is spot on for me. Spot on the money if it is. And that's my guess. That I think my draw rate was 70. And this is a 70-pound bow. So to be honest, this is the perfect bow for me to find, I'm sure. So, but anyway, let's. I'm done with this. I mean, my backpack's pretty much full with swords, and I've loaded up. I've got how many arrows? Wow, I've got 15 odd arrows. Plus, I got the 36 from the drop. So, yep, I'm done, and I'm just repaired that up. That's nice. I got a great bow, and more swords than I can poke a sword at. So, yeah, good one, and plenty of arrows. Wow. So, ammo's done. I've got the silent. I've got the silent catered for now, right? And because of I was absolutely geared to the shithouse. To the forest cabin house with stuff. Wow, that's good. It's good. And you know what I'll do is I'm going to cut you up and make some bandages while I've got that vodka. Because with vodka you can make bandages. Don't think it's alcohol still like some certain feudal people think. You can actually, any spirit, you can turn it into bandages now. It's not just like isopropyl alcohol. You can do it with vodka, you can do it with tequila, you can do it with any spirit. You can disinfect now. So change your bandages, or change your rags into sterile bandages essentially, and that's what it is. So it's all good, and I can repair this magazine, and I will be doing a few police stations. So chances of finding an M5 is pretty good. And I've got an MP5 magazine right there, so it's all good. And I've got a few boxes of 9mm back of the base. So although I haven't got any with me, but I've got 6 magazines of 19. So come on, I think and one more in the gun. So there's like 7 magazines full of 9mm, and each one holds 19. So I've got about 140 rounds of 9mm ammo, and I think I've got 6 times 20. I've got about as many as a scar essentially. So yeah, I've got about 240 rounds on my person. Plus now I've got about 50 arrows. Yeah, I'm happy. And all I've got to do now is just go to a few places to get some. I've already got enough cash. I mean, I was saving for the base building stuff, I remember. I think it's in 65 or 70 grand. So, but I'm not going to bother about that now. I like the big fat bank account, so I don't have to worry. And as you can see, my fame points, they, we've been here too long in the past, generally. I remember when me and Nadri had to get up to 250 quick so we could start getting some car parts together. I remember that was the sort of push, but I didn't realise I was 400 or something. But yeah, it's been a while since I've played this character, but as you can see, it has a long history. So since the start of this year, which is a lot longer than my single character, obviously, which is only done up to episode 13 now. It's like 13 hours of playing this here. It's been probably like 13 days or maybe more. So But the problem is that is the problem with a with multiplayer is you really need to be in the mood to play because some places only have 14 days before things despawn. So if you're not there for 2 weeks, your base will be gone when you come back. You know, and sometimes life can do that to you. You know, sometimes life can stop you from turning your computer on for a while. You know, if you get sick or have to go away on, or you go on a holiday or whatever. When you come back and you look at and you go, oh my god, I've just lost everything that it took like 14, 15, 16 days to do. I've just lost it all just by my own stupidity. But that happens often, especially with me. But yeah, it's all good. It's all part of the game, right? You have to build back up again, and that's the reason why Scum's never done, really, right? You know, because it's the replayability and the adventure is so different every time, you know, and you can make that different on yourself. I mean, you can go to an island. Look at that! Wow. This is the onion patches I was talking about, where there is like 10,000 of them, and these look about as often. They get as many onions as my onion patch too in B2 town. So yeah, but there's your parsnips. There's the parsnips and red onions here are just awesome. They're good for and I was thinking, why don't they do a parsnip soup? Because I mean, I think or an onion soup. I think there's not an onion soup, is there? I think that onions are in everything, but I mean, there really is an onion soup, and there really is, I think, you know, it might be turnip soup, but I mean, a parsnip looks like a turnip to me, so I don't know what the difference is. This looks like a big white carrot. Don't want to know what they call it in Thailand, but it's what we term when people mate. But yeah, so I don't want that in my soup. Thank you. But yeah, they're everywhere here. Look, they're even in the little Quonset hut. It's not really a Quonset hut. It's just a shade cloth shed or whatever. Looks like a real dingy one though. Anyway, I think that's enough of that. I'm just trying to grab a few vegetables for later. Oh, don't cut here now. Come on, what are you doing? You can't grab underneath there for the onions. Oh, hello. So if I get 4 onions, it'll be the same as the patch in B2. Come on, let's just find one more onion. I'll just try and find it. See if we can equal the patch of 4. 4 is good. Because that will give you a reasonable. It's not going to happen. It will give you a reasonable vegetable grill. You know, I think you need 5 actually, but just, no. Same old. And I've noticed I've got no front lights on my car, so I'm looking for lights at the moment as well. I'll grab the wellies. I'll grab them. Waterproof boots, essentially, you know, so not that the need is large for them, but you know, if you go fishing and stuff, it's probably a good thing to put them on, probably, you know, you probably do run around in the water a bit, and not that it's usually a problem anyway, because generally when you go fishing it's in a nice place. Oh, I'll take the pickaxe, I'll put the sword away and take that. Okay, that's good. Alright. Almost done looting this building and we'll be off. Okay. Get back to the... Do you know, I should go grab some of that fruit. Do you know, it's made me paranoid now, because I realise that the top the top 4 things to get fibre in the game is pineapple, coconut, apples, and pears. So you really need to grab that in your diet, otherwise your stats won't go up essentially. So you really need to make sure that you attend to getting those fruits, and at the moment I don't think I've got any. I don't think I have, so I wouldn't mind going and grabbing a pear or two or an apple or two, just to stave the fibrosis, my lack of fibre. And I would have thought that, those cereals, I would have thought the cereals had some sort of fibre in them, but they're just all sugary crap, aren't they? I thought they would have made the breakfast cereals, probably, tweak them to be a little bit more nutritious, but be a point. That's too far away, isn't it? Listen, no it's not. I'm going to cutscene to that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go over and grab some fruit, and I'm going to drive there. But I'm not going to bore you through most of that. I'm just going to go show you the fruit. In fact, I just want to show you the fruit from the point of view that you understand that I'm usually getting 1 fruit from my trees. So I just wanted to see how Nudge's server is compared with ours, that's all. So it's sort of like a little bit of an experiment too, to see how much. Like, you usually get two cherries. You can get 2 cherries because cherries are a bit smaller, but generally you'll get 1 fruit out of low loot. I mean, like 0.5. So I just wanted to see if it's sort of like on point, whether it's nowhere near, whether it's the same, whether I get an excess. Because it's very hard, because like I said now, with the way the servers allow you to change, it's very hard to even, I mean, listen, if you were like a starting player, what level would you start at, right? How would you really know? That's my point. That's why I think they've gave it too much flexibility here. They haven't just gave you, like I said, the easy, medium and hard scenarios for people who've got no idea when they first play the game, because you could go like, oh, let's put 100 zombies inside the buildings and nothing outside. So if you're walking around doing all these outside things, you're never going to see a zombie, right? But if you go to the points of interest, you'll probably find that what am I doing? Oh, brother. Do you know what happened, don't you? That's what happened at that particular time, why I'm stuck, is that my battery fell out of my wireless mouse. And later on it dies. So yeah, I have a few troubles with that. I might have cutscene that actually, because I'm driving along or something and it just stops, and I'm thinking, like, why can't I even turn anything? But it was actually my mouse, batteries in my mouse, my wireless mouse, that died, because I'm sitting back a fair bit away from the screen whilst I'm doing this, so that I can sort of watch the screen plus utilize the recording space. But that's probably too much information. But see, one, and I'm just watering that one just as thank you to it, just to say thank you for giving me an apple. Now I have to water you in turn. Say 1 pear, yeah. I'm not sure if I might keep them, because I haven't got many seeds either, so that's part of the reason for grabbing this, is that now I've got cherry seeds. That's 3. No, I don't normally have 3. So yeah, his loot must be 1. It's a little bit higher, which is good, but it's still not like excessive. It's a good hard tough slog to play. You're definitely going to need to I think that's it. You're definitely going to need to put some time in to get it up to a point. It's a lot like my single player, right? But the difference is I grabbed everything. I did really grab everything, and that's what you need to do, because once you've got those base foundations, and then you think to yourself, well, can I make a hoe? And then you go, wow, I can make a hoe. I've got the metal, I've got this, I've got that, I've got all the bits and pieces was a cutscene, alright. He parked into a tree. It's but yeah, we'll go on just another drop. This area is beautiful. I love it. I love being around this sort of sardine factory sort of area. It's you can't wear obviously that much clothes, but there's so much water and some beaches here and there. It's just I want to sort of set a fishing village up in this area as a second base, so that we can sort of float between the two areas. Or this place here. See, this is one of the. That's exactly the same setup as the day I told you about when I was playing PvP and that's what happens. That's how you go. Boom, they're all dead. Don't really need to do too much. And also, do you know, another thing to avoid is don't put the front arm on the windshield of the car. Yeah, sure, you know, you can't get shot though. If it's like, yeah, I suppose it's you know, half a dozen of one and six of the other, right? You can't get a bullet through the window. Sorry, just yawning. You can't get a bullet through the window of the car to shoot the zombies, so it really screws up the drop. But if you're PvPing, bullets can't go through the window. So you understand what I'm saying here is like, maybe for drops you take it off, and maybe if you're going out just generally going to point A to point B in a busy sort of server, maybe you want to keep the armor on. But to be honest, I have put that on my single player game before I started the Lucifer campaign, or that's a bonus, and those that they will come in handy, those crowbars, you know what for making some bullets that are blue. And I've got depleted uranium or plutonium in there. I'm not sure whether it's plutonium or uranium, to be honest. I've only grabbed them a couple of times, but try to, you know. I mean, it was only in 0.8 anyway. You know what I mean? The nuclear power plant and the bullets themselves are a new addition. So, you know. Meaning I've only got them twice, meaning I've only got them in two other campaigns. One being on this server, and one being on a single player game that I did before the other game. So, but no stranger to go in there. It's very, very easy to go in there. Everybody makes it sound like it's a, you know, and even the abandoned bunkers are pretty easy, but it's just like do you want to do a key card, you know? It's like, don't talk to me about the key card, because I can't do that sort of stuff, you know what I mean? So, and that's the point with the abandoned bunker. There's no real point. I'd rather go in a real bunker that's got 2 or 3 armories in, you know? And then I've got 2 or 3 chances of guns, as against just 1 or 2. And I'm not interested in extending my intelligence, because really that's all that will affect, actually, the abandoned bunker, is like an intelligence node or an intelligence module. So I'm not, I'm not really. I could, I mean, sure, if you're saying you could give it to me for free, I'd take it, or could buy it maybe at the trader or whatever. And listen, I've got no problems about the trader because I'm on 0.5 loot. I realise that I can go probably a week without seeing a cotton reel, to fix your clothes. And if you're playing for like 4 or 5 days, your clothes are all ruined by that stage. And there's no real point to. Basically what you do is if you've got no cotton reels left, put all your good clothes away and take out seconds until you've got enough cotton reels to fix everything up. Because if you do get hit excessively and they go below 50, you've got to you definitely 100% got to start from scratch and find all clothes again. So, but that's it for this drop. It's great, right? We got a gas can as well and a bit of car stuff. I'm a bit angered about the shotgun, but it's okay, whatever. I've got a Scar anyway. So, and that was my best gun. And the funny thing was, I think I was using a RPK before that, and me and Nudge, one of the last things we did was think it was a bug, and he got one and I got one, I think, and we both given it a go, and we both cleaned them up. I'm pretty sure he cleaned his up because I definitely cleaned mine up and went and got two or three extra mags. And I've found more magazines in the meantime. So I found a couple of magazines over other places in here, which you do. It's just like me with the block in the single player game. I've found so many magazines now, that that it's just almost crazy. But yeah, we're the next thing would be to go to to get some food, because that's one thing, as you know, that I don't want to skimp on. I don't want to be able to. I don't want my stats to suffer. And as we're so close to the sardine factory, and I wouldn't mind see if I can find a bit of fishing gear too. In all honesty, we're so close to it, and the drop led us this far away. We might as well do a point of interest while we're here, and. The closest one definitely is the sardine factory. It's just over the hill. If you see where we are quite right now with the red dot, where A1 is, just below there, just below the 1 of A1, straight over that hill. We'll go up the hill, which meets that yellow road, and then we go down the other side, which is where the sardine factory is. But there is no other, and I really should actually get the hell out of here because we're too close to the drop. Yeah, let's just take a mosey on out of here because I don't know, on the periphery of that we might end up losing our car and life. So let's just get up this hill, drive up this hill, and then down the other side should be the sardine factory. And to be honest, it's a favourite as far as things to grab in there. There really is a lot of different things, and to be honest, a lot of people that play PvP, that's their first. Once they get a car, that's their first mission there, because, and I'll tell you why. There's 2 or 3 places, mainly 3 offices, where you can get bobby pins and you can get padlocks, and you get an abundance of them. You get an abundance of padlocks and bobby pins, and those areas are good at the start. One, because you want to pick locks to get guns quickly, so bobby pins, right? And 2, the locks obviously to lock everything, unlock your car and your base or chests if you bury them, right? So because you could put a lock on a buried chest, and then even if someone found it, they can't move it. It's because it's not theirs. And if it's locked, well, wow, you've got you lock your chests. So a lot of a lot of hardened players will hit that building early because, and you know, most of these PvP servers are, wow, I can't say that because I think I do some stupid stuff now anyway, but I almost really hit the car badly then. I did before, I know, because you can see the green's gone down, but I tell you what, I've got no card. Spawning, I think what I must have done is in the old game, I usually leave my bank card in the car, and of course the car's despawned. So now I've got no bank card. So it's not like I haven't got enough money. I'm just going to get back to a trader to buy, or they might even give me a card. I think there's sometimes if you get the gold card, you get like a free reuse or something. I think, I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure that's it. They'll sort of like say, do you wish to use your reuse, and you go yes. So yeah, I can get my card back, but the problem is petrol. I will run out of petrol, you know. So I need to just do what I've got to do, get back to base, and then I've got to plan for a trip to the trader, mainly to get a card back in action. But that's going to be my. Well, yeah, that's great, because listen, I'll, wow, that's good. And then 90% odd, 90% shoes, that's great. Yeah, you see, I wouldn't get 90%. Wow, that's, I could have done with them when I went to the airfield in my single player game. Ooh. Okay, I thought I was going to land on the car. I didn't. I sort of felt those extra 3 or 4 feet, which was the difference between an injury and not. Oh, okay. Do you know, I know Nudge goes around and he fixes a lot of these cars. He told me he went around because there was way too many that didn't have an engine or door or lights or wheels and stuff. Well, this thing goes. Yeah, he must have fixed this. He had to have fixed it. 4 wheels and it goes. That doesn't happen often. Oh. Yeah, I need you. I'm going to take you because I tell you what, my plants are all dead. Mind you, maybe having that's a bad thing actually. Make them like grow up quicker than normal. Christ, this I was already fast enough. And sorry, Nudge, I'm going to steal these. I know that you say that you don't like to. Like after someone, PvP players come in, they steal all the stuff off the cars, but guess what? My need is greater. My need is so great. And this goes to show you what you can get. No. I want to open it, yeah. Because let's see if there's, wow. Okay, right. It's got an engine. The whole thing's perfect, right? It drove. But guess what? It's not now. I'm going to take the battery. I'm going to take the battery and make some bullets out of it. Sorry, Nudge, but it's got 4 wheels and it only needs a battery and an alternator and lots of lights now because I'm stealing them all. But have a look at that. That's just off this car, right? Then you've got 4 lights and a battery. You probably got $2,000 there around just off that car. So you know, $400 to $500 a light, and obviously the battery's worth something. The battery does depend upon how sparked up it is, but I'll probably keep that battery in all honesty. But but mind you, I just got one from the drop too, so maybe I will shred that one because I have that one from the drop. But if I hadn't have found that one from the drop, I would have been keeping this one. So, but that's like I said, and also you know you can sit in the car, take out a box, and then put your loot from your backpack into the box. I'm not sure how you can do that, but oh hello. Oh. What did she? She just died. I mean, she must have died of old age. She must have died of old age. I can't really think of how else she died then. I didn't even do anything. They'll just look at me and fall down dead. you know, that's it. You are this scum god. They just look at you and just flee. I'm not happy with the way the car's sitting at the moment. It looks like one of the wheels is stuck in the ground. I haven't got a flat tyre, have I? Because I'll tell you what, if I do, I don't notice it at all. At all. But it does look like the car's sort of sunk, doesn't it? Wow, now look at, I didn't realise how, what's the matter with it? But was I just down in the ditch? I think I was, right? Because it doesn't seem to be like, there's no sort of like lack of power. Yes, okay. No, I meant to do that. I meant to do that. Wow, look at that thing sat here. So look, like you move away from the tree and then go smash careering into the car. There's a lot of, they're cheeky. They're cheeky. There's just like that tree that's on the only one that's on the left in the main drag of B2. And then there's like all the other trees are on the right, but there's just one tree as it curves. Wow, yeah, well that's it. I've definitely tested the fact now that the cars can take damage. I thought he might have set it up so that the cars couldn't take damage, but no, they definitely can. And that was a test. Oh, check this out. Look, the gate hasn't spawned in. Look. I tell you what, don't take a risk. I took a risk of death then. If that gate spawned in as I drove through it. But, you know me, I'm a bit of a risk taker. I'm a bit of a fly by the seat of your pants sort of guy. Nothing around here. They probably haven't spawned in yet, in all honesty. But that's a good thing. I'll get the hell out of there and start looting before they spawn in. I'll use the silenced pistol option because it doesn't look like they're like hordes here. So even if there's one or two, I'll take them with the pistol. That's the way to do it, right? Is obviously, or sword. I mean, if you saw just one, just melee them. That's not one, right? No, it's not. It's just the lamp. Yeah, no, nothing there. I think I'll just take a break at this particular point because I had been playing over an hour or so. But that's fine because we've definitely got some serious things to talk about over the next coming few weeks. I've just upgraded my cabling system for the Xbox One, and I'm pretty sure that I can now stream my games to the PC, and obviously then we will be doing several different other games, and that'll be good. I mean, looking forward to some other thing, some other sort of other genre other than Scum. But it's obviously back now and ready to try and loot. But yes, what I was thinking of doing too is I'm probably going to do Skyrim. Just do the initial episode of Skyrim, and either I've got Red Dead Redemption 1 and 2 and the zombie one as well. I think the first zombie one. I've got Battlefield 4, I've got too many things to know really, and I really want to also do No Man's Skies because there's been a lot of updates there, and I've missed 2 updates of No Man's Sky, and I really would like to and that thing's action packed. Wow, there's things attacking you and you know, death and destruction all the time. So those games are definitely more action orientated for sure, you know, and maybe more fulfilling to watch as a cheap thrill than Scum. But Scum really is a slow burner, do you know what I mean? It really is the ultimate slow burner game because, like I said, you can't do everything in like 2 seconds. You can't just sort of like, wow, I go to the bunker. I mean, do you know, again, I don't want to talk about Feudal because I do like the guy. You know, he in the early days taught me a lot while I didn't know too much either, and I was even on his servers, right? But in the just recently, I don't know why he needs to try and turn his settings up to ridiculous, because it's not making him look good at the moment. So if he does actually watch this, please just turn it down a bit. You preach the fact that you love survival games. Please make it about survival then. You know, make it about the survival element. Show me that you can do it, because you know, rushing into a bunker or trying to get your gear back and stuff like that, I don't know, it's not. Look at me, I'm on a PvP server. Maybe if I could get shot in the head any second, that'd be great. Maybe good viewing, and I'd get really angry or whatever. But I'm not dead. I'm still not dead. I'm on a friend's PvP server, that PvP server. But I'm not going to a place that's high risk. I mean, I could get shot. This thing could come and kill me right now, but he's not, because I take him out with a headshot. And that pin at that close level is you shoot the top pin. Okay, the top pin is where you're aiming at, and like over there you'd shoot the second pin if down further, right? Like if you were down at the end of the street, you'd use a second pin, like down there. But first pin, you know, within 100 meters. More nails, more nails. Never forget your nails. Please take them all. Take them all. Make chests if you haven't got a car. Make a chest here. Hide it out the back. Hide it on a boat or something. Make it interesting. You know, so you can just keep going back, loot there. And then what you do is, you know, just before you're leaving the area, you make sure you take all the best stuff, and you do leave the crappier stuff behind. So you still can take all the best gear with you, but at least it gives you time to look at it and go like, wow, this fish is like 70%, this one's 100%, whatever, you know. Whereas if you don't take anything, what is a cooking pot doing here? This is you, Nudge, isn't it? I bet you. Oh, I bet you. What is a cooking pot doing here? He must have been here within I don't know how long that takes to. I know actually, no, the cooking pots do last a while, right? But that's definitely, whoever it is, it's not been too long, and it definitely ain't me, but I'll take it. Thanks for the cooking pot, guys, whoever you are. Don't leave it on the road anymore. And if you do need it back, just contact me. Just give me an email. But yeah, I'll put a lock on. And you know, that's another good thing. Use your car when you find locks. Even if you don't mean to want to put it on your car, put it on, take it off, and because it'll go back to 100%. And then at the trader, it's worth a hell of a lot more money than what you probably found it for, which was like 20-30%, which that one was. It was almost destitute. But now I'll take that lock off my car. It'll be a silver lock at 100%. Got me? Or an iron. I'm not sure whether it was iron or silver. It was so grubby I couldn't tell. But that grubbiness will now be gone, because by you putting it into the lock, you've activated it, and it's like reactivates it at 100%. So you should be good. Should be good to go, you know, with that. And yeah, but this is multiplayer, and it's you know, it's not much of an advancement to a single player game, really. I mean, I wrote to Nudge this morning and said to him, maybe we should just do full on grunty PvP player sort of stuff, you know. Let's throw it to the wind and jump online and you know, go to the best, top, you know, highest tier PvP servers we can for the content. But I don't know if I'm all about that. I don't really know though what you could do to make the game more interesting. We're thinking about having a dogfight. That's a good thing that we can do. Is like we put two RPKs on each plane, and we fight to the death up there, like the Red Baron, you know. And I know he's going to take, because Nudge is actually a pilot. He's got his pilot's license, so he's absolutely batshit crazy about planes in this game, because that's all I ever hear. That's why I never get the plane, because I just let him do it, because I know he loves it. It's just like, that's his thing, that's his niche. Whereas my niche is more like just seeing him like be stealthy, shooting a bow, and then I just get my like barrel mag RPK, take the silencer off, and bap 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 bap, and he goes, "Is that you making that noise?" No. What the hell was he? Look at that. Look at her. She's just spawned in, walking up the road. She didn't even see me. That's what I've got to appreciate that though, because I tell you what, at that range before, a skinny, she'd see you and she'd be chasing you already from inside a house, you know. But it's okay. She don't need to worry, and she'll just drop in one. Yeah, she'll drop one, because I mean she's probably weighs like about 7 kilos when she's wet. So I knew she wasn't going to last very long, but I will take her stuff. I'll check her anyway. Just check every zombie. Check. Boom. I've got a lighter now. Right now I can light my Cuban cigar. See what I'm saying? It's like everything does have a purpose if you just check it. I will go in here just to grab a few more cans. No one here. And that's another thing. There used to be at least 2 in here. There'd be one down in that left corner or right corner, and one in the sort of the middle here. There's usually like one here and one in the opposite corners of where you usually come in. So like there'd be one behind here in this corner or there, but there's no zombies at all. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. That's why I was angry when that's why I sort of started this. That's why I came onto YouTube, because I was angry at the people saying, "Oh, the horde system sucks, blah 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 blah." It's like, no, it's like, you should be able to turn it on and off if you don't like it. Fair enough. But it didn't suck. It just made things a lot harder, and I like things being a lot harder, because as you can see, as the zombies come, and unless you like set the damage up to the absolute max, but it's sort of stupid then, because sooner or later you will get hit twice. I mean, you will. You shouldn't die though from getting hit twice, but when you set the server settings up, you do. But you shouldn't get just zombies should surround you and beat the living shit out of you, you know what I mean? Like 1 or 2, you should be able to either shoot them or get away from them. Maybe get bitten by them and get infected by them, sure. But you should be able to survive 1 or 2 zombies, because they're not the fastest things, on record, let's face it, I mean, they're a zombie, for God's sake, that's why they're all walking around. They don't, apart from what was that, they were cool zombies. Wasn't the morning after or whatever it's called? Them zombies were scary. Holy cow, they sprinted, and they just didn't seem to stop. They would just would follow you to the absolute death. They would be scary ass zombies. But I've actually mentioned that to the devs. I said you should have a zombie that's, hard of hearing. You should have a zombie that just will chase you to the end. You should have a zombie that is super super tough, like the juggernauts in Left 4 Dead, I think it's called, whatever. I've got it though, and that was. But I don't want to feature another zombie game and get cliched like that. That's why I wanted to try and do something different. But I've actually got both of those 2 games. I can't remember what they're called now. Something Dead. Can't remember. But brilliant games though, nonetheless. They're almost like you start a community. You start off with one, and then you meet this person, you say, "Do you want to follow me?" And they'll go, "Yes," and then you'll go back to base, and let's face it, they can do something like if they're a doctor, they'll give you like +5 and all this sort of businesses, and you create a doctor's surgery and whatever else for the specific individuals. It can get tricky, or it can be just sort of, but most people are just general, some have just gun stats and fortitude and more general stats, but some will have good like healing and doctor and agriculturalist and horticulturalist and those sorts of things, so you can grow more plants and grow more food, or those sorts of things, or maybe a radio technician and fix things easier or whatever. There's the game can get quite complicated, and it's a great little game. I think in some ways they should grab some of the aspects of them games from Scum. Scum should look at other games too, I think that's another thing to sort of maybe look at those game prototypes and maybe add the best bits in from them, and that's a find, isn't it? Wow. A green backpack. It's good to find a green backpack too, because this is what I was telling you that day when I stopped. I was trying to explain, like, don't need to buy, like, go to the military guy and buy, the most expensive camo backpack, when you can buy one of these for about $1,000. The green one's the best one, or the black one for night. Yes, a yawn there. Yawning because I've been doing this too long now. So all this stuff I wasn't going to loot, because I thought I've got enough food now. But and there that bang before. Did you hear that bang? There was some sort of bang. I don't even know what that was. Was it the rain, or is there someone setting off something, or a gun? Because that didn't sound normal before. Whatever that noise was, I was trying to ignore it, but no, they used to in this container. They used to have miscellaneous gear. I think in the early days they used to have military gear, or the chance to have some military loot there with those containers. I do remember occasionally getting ammo or guns or something vaguely like this one, But now it's all got sardines in it. That's a shame. They've actually made that sort of worse in some ways, I'll fix that. Oh, 50. See, so that's what I'm saying. Sometimes I can turn them into rags anyway, right? At 50, you should be able to get some fairly clean ones, or not. Listen, I'll take them for torches or whatever, because or cleaning your weapons. But they're too dirty. But I am on the look for some clean clothes to cut up, make some more bandages, try and get 4 or 5 bandages. But there's enough zombies around to get hit at the moment. So, but there is the additional issue of PvP. So, I could forgive that for just being just sort of like a average amount of zombies. I mean, you wouldn't want to have like a feudal server full of zombies, really, would you? You know what I mean? But I'll tell you what, feudal server, all the people there are pretty nice. They are like I don't think I ever PvP'd anyone there, in all honesty. And most people who would meet me go, the zombies are too fucking tough anyway. They were too tough to. And I want to park here because I want to show you the office. Because, like I said earlier, when people PvP and the pros do it, this is the place they go to get a lot of padlocks. They tend to come here. It's because it's easy loot, but you can get padlocks and bobby pins real quick in this area. Even on a lowish loot, you'll usually walk away from with bobby pins. And I need a pack, actually. I need a pack of bobby pins. That's the reason why we're going there, because I'm hoping to get lucky with that. I've got the advanced picklocks, but again, I'm pretty sure I've got no bobby pins other than I had a couple that I pre-batched up that have been sitting with me for a long time when I had them from the respawn of the old character. And I know the car's a bit knackered, so I'm gonna fix her up, because as you can see, it's like one big red blob after getting hit there. No, I can't use that. Bingo, that's the one. So and the wheels, surprisingly enough, if you notice, none of my wheels are destroyed. Normally wheels are the first things to go, so it's good that maybe Nudge has done it so wheels can't get destroyed. But I agree with that too. I absolutely, if he's done it, that's the smartest thing anyone's ever done. I mean, they should get destroyed eventually, but should have a much higher threshold than they have. They shouldn't be getting damaged to the point where you run over one zombie and the wheel's red. You know what I mean? They should not really start showing that sort of wear and tear for a while. But that's it. It's good. The car's fixed up full now, and I've got a steel chest called Car, CA, and which is also what women say in Thailand for hello. But it's a little silly private joke for myself, and easier to write than car. It has one less letter. So yeah, and I'm going to try and drink all that, because I'll tell you what, if I can fill this thing up with 20 water with that fountain, I'll be laughing, because we're down here in the desert. Oh no, we're going to have to call it quits. It's getting dark. Oh my god, listen, hey, I'm an admin. What am I doing? Yeah, I'll show you the power of an admin, right? I'll show you the power of the admin. Well, this isn't the power of the admin. Well, this actually is a power of an admin, because I am an admin and I need to do it. But wow, look at that, that's beautiful. Guess what? You suck. You know the reason why you suck? Because I'm an admin. And you're not. No, and the reason why? Watch. Morning! Welcome to Scum Multiplayer. It's morning, 7 AM. Oh, I've still got the jack on the car. But I like that bluey haze. That looks cool. See, nothing in here for me anymore. Anywhere I go, I'm jinxed at that goddamn little White House. I hate you. Anyway, in service. Thank you. Right, put that in. Wow, we got a lot of stuff. Wow. I've been picking up stuff. That's what I'm saying, is you don't really need to go to torpedo factory, the airfield, which, well, listen, I've just been there anyway, but you don't really need to. You can go to these nice low casual places, and they're the most enjoyable. They are, really, honestly. Maybe not for you to watch, but for you to play, it's perfect, because you feel like I'm grabbing a lot of loot and we're thriving here. We're going in the right direction. I mean, you might want to see me die and bleed out and have 27 infections, including the infections in my earbuds. But that's not for me. I want to stay alive, and I think in game, if you were playing, in all honesty, you would too, right? So again, I think you know, the way that you should enjoy the game is the way you should want to play it. You know what I mean? I don't want to go and do. I did something risky yesterday when I went and stole the plane, because I thought, you know, I haven't really done anything that's bodacious or anything that shows that I am the scum god that I am. But then I thought I'll do it because I want to showboat like the rest of the people. But yeah, I mean, but there's no need to, you know. And I would rather play it safe and go to. Oh God, I hate it. Well, I've got no lights. Yeah, that's one thing in Nudge's server. You need to set the lights up, buddy, better, because in my single player game they don't disappear half as quick. Oh, cotton candy. Oh dear. Yeah. Well, listen, you know, you throw me a spray can while I've got that standard yellow truck. You know you're in for trouble. You know that whatever, if it was cold cyan paint, it would be a sky blue car. But guess what? It's just going to have to be this color now. I'm sorry. Wow, that is very fairy floss, isn't it? Like very candy apple or whatever. So some would say it's pink. In fact, I'm pretty sure it is pink. But that's cool though, right? I like it. It's definitely better. Definitely better than that color. I can think of better colors like black and red, but that's not bad. I mean, considering it's the only spray can I got, yeah. But I think I'll leave it at that, because I think we need to have a little bit of yellow to keep it sort of a little bit in check. It can't be totally asexual. Actually, it's not. Definitely not, is it? With that color. Anyway, enough said about the topic of transgender, or whatever it is that my car's undergoing at the moment. I'm going to try and go in here, and this is the place, right? I mean, I'm serious. This place. Try and loot this every time you're around here, because I'll just grab a sword just in case there's any in here. Do you know, this place used to have two zombies here, and probably one in every room at the back. So that used to have 4 or 5 zombies in here, and now there's nothing, which is a shame. But you know, you can't afford to put them in here now, right? Because before, when they couldn't get out, they'd stand at the door and you'd shoot them, right? But if you caused a horde now, you would have like them all in the room, which means you can't get in there, and then you would call a horde to the outside too. So I don't know. I think, listen, we had it too easy with the amount of zombies that we used to have, and now, if you want a horde system, you have to dial it back. Because when you step over the line to the horde system, then it becomes on like Donkey Kong with too many to handle. But if you've normally got too many to handle and then you call a horde, what do you think is going to happen, right? So that's I can see that's the problem they're facing. I got some jeans there. See, more padlock, right? Padlocks. And that's my point, is that when you first like when it's a like first day server, like a server wipe, you'll find that this place is a good place to kill people, because a lot of people will come here looking for locks and padlocks and bobby pins and stuff, because this is a real good source of padlocks. See, padlocks again. But I don't find any bobby pins. But you normally find them in these lockers, and there's normally enough of them. See, I've just got not pulling any of them out. These should be bobby pins, but 3 of them, these are usually bobby pins, like locks or bobby pins, right? So, but you can see they're throwing out locks today, not bobby pins. But that's, sometimes you'll get it like that. Sometimes you'll get locks. Sometimes you'll get bobby pins. You know, it's roll the dice. You know, but trust me, if you want locks or bobby pins or stationery, books, rubber bands, matches, those sorts of things, an iron lock, any stationary style stuff. This is the place to go. It's mainly for padlocks, to be honest, but you know, I remember a friend of mine, he came here, and because the loot was, that's a good find, and well, there you go. I got a bobby pin, even though it was just one of them. But he would come here, and he got 7 padlocks. I think it was ×3 or ×5 loot. He got 7 padlocks, and then within 30 minutes came back again, and he was building a gold lock by the end of night 1 for the base. And you know where the base was actually is, you drive out of here up on the hill, down on the left there's a big house with a wall. As you come into the sardine factory here, the main entry that I drove through like a crazy boy without the gate, back on that street there's a house. There's only one house back on that street, and that house is a great house for a base because it's got a wall around it already, and there's a well in there already, you know. So yeah, that's a great house for a pre-made base. And hey, you're down the road from here, which is giving you basically locks out the wazoo. I'm just looking around to make sure there's no more zombies, because quite often there's zombies in these rooms growling and carrying on. It seems to be pretty empty here. I'm not complaining, and I want some. Yep, I want some of these. I love the dates. The dates, they're a great source of sugars, great source of water, and what the hell happened there? Whoa. Was he trying to jump below the ground? Was he jumping into the space? Anyway, also this place here is a great place for bobby pins and locks as well. And glue, it appears. There you go, right? Bobby pins, that's what we're looking for. And like I said, this is where you go, right? Bobby pins, locks, all the prime things for looting. And then what you'll do is you'll have your other guys going out looking for screwdrivers, right? And you'll come here looking for the locks, looking for the stuff, and then the other guys will be out doing drops and trying to go through every single garage to grab screwdrivers, and then you hit the bunkers. And that's pretty much multiplayer. That's it. That's your template. Sorry, but that's it. And that's a great find too. I'm not going to go too much more here though. I just want to grab some food, grab the scrap, get out of here. Oh, on my single player game, remember I said I did this area down here. See where that boat is? Down there. I'm pretty sure there's a boat in my single player game. Right here, right there. Yep. So I was thinking that I might jump into the settings and change to multiple flags, and then build a base down here in the tropical. So we can do a bit of fishing, and that's the main reason for it. Is I want to make a beach shack on the beach. There's a shack that's just right across the bay here, looking straight at this place. I was thinking I might make a second little beach shack with a fishing jetty, and then bring the boat over to it, right? Because failure to then we can fish here and see what we can catch, and with the boat you can obviously travel to other locations to see what other fish we can catch. But I've actually caught a fair few fish in the past anyway. It's fairly easy, the little fishy game. But I really know the mushrooms pretty well. The mushrooms and all the places and the locations for them in my base area. And I've often thought about building a base right there, right at that beach part there, just down there on the right. Whoa! Where the hell did you come from? Here, take this. Right. Anyway, I whipped her butt, punched her face about 4 times. Wow, that Bushman's not as good as I thought. They've changed the Bushman. Wow, the Bushman, normally a couple of chops. So they've un-OP'd the Bushman, it looks like. Uh-oh. And I got myself an infection from that Bushman test. Although she didn't really do much damage to me, so yeah, 2 or 3 hits, about 10% a hit. So it's just standard, I think. Standard hit at the moment. He'll probably have to tell him to crank that up. He probably hasn't. I know that he probably just been building his own base, because I mean, why would you really? You know, I mean, unless you were streaming or doing something like what I'm doing. He's the server owner. He's just gonna hang around his base and make it nice. So you probably don't know the zombies are hitting so low at the moment, because I've just upgraded that. It did just change though. That's why I said it's confusing the hell out of me what happened. And it seems that everybody was the same. Like even Feudal was saying like, well, I don't know what's happening here, blah 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 blah. So everybody had gone through the same things. Probably someone like, I think someone like Raykit should have explained it really, because he's like streaming every day. He probably would have noticed before anybody after that update there's something weird went on, like either the zombies went back to spawn. But I think he got a new server. Maybe that was why he got a new server. I don't know why. I don't know enough. But he did get a new server. And listen, I'm going to stop here. We're going to play it out. I'm going to have a bit of a smoke. Please like and subscribe. Please, because now we're on to the multiplayer, and I'm sure that I'll get in contact with Nudge at some point, and we'll be 2 silly buggers doing things as against just one. But I will now take us out to a quick bit of music. So please like and subscribe and enjoy yourself, and have a good weekend. Later, dudes.
Waiting for your storm to settle, as I look toward the sea. Dust in your eyes like the water, as the tide it consumes me. You would never save me if my walls came down. Head is underwater, you would let me drown. Watching as I suffocate. Darling, pull the trigger, honey, steal my crown. Choke me till I black out, put your hands around. Cut out my heart, I'm built. She said, worship me, I control the air you breathe. Worship me, my forgiveness sets you free. Worship me, I control the air you breathe. Worship me, my forgiveness sets you free. Cast your sins away to Him. Go a garden safe from murder. Fill the forest with your kin. You would never save me if my walls came down. Head is underwater, you would let me drown. Watching as I suffocate. Darling, pull the trigger, honey, steal my crown. Choke me till comes around, cut out my heart, I'm guilty. She said, worship me, I control the air you breathe. Worship me, my forgiveness sets you free. Worship me, I control the air